It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty ought to be my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get down.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
We go. Come on.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and that's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Again, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now that was a pretty unconventional play call there on 3rd and goal. You hate to take a chance of something going wrong and turning the ball over. And now it's looking like they're going to have to settle for 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
4 down. Go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Express.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, he sheds himself free. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Chicago gets ready to set up shop again on offense. Mitch Trubisky, obviously a young quarterback. Tight end so important for those guys. Adam Shaheen, week 2 of the preseason, went out with an injury, carted off.
And they need him in a big way, because they like to run the football. He's a big-body tight end that's learning to be a better blocker, so they look forward to his return. But remember, they acquired Trey Burton in the offseason. He of the Philly Special fame in the Super Bowl, who's such a versatile player. And remember, head coach Matt Nagy, he coached Travis Kelce in Kansas City. He can do many of the same things with Trey Burton that he did with him.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on, gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. On second down, here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Carr to throw on second down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Trubisky now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Hurry!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
There you go. You see it? You see it?
Try to punch it in with Howard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On 1st down, Carr. Open man is Switzer, complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
29. 29. Here we go.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
And got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Trubisky will throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Mario Edwards able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll run forward to Cohen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. Third quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
Here's Harris to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Carr throwing on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Completes it right side to Cooper. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Carr now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Single, slots down. 180.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And his His throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Down! 180! 694! Express! 180, cut!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And open left side is Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking deep for Gabriel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Here's Trubisky to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go, we're on the ball after this. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hurry.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 30 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Looking deep for Gabriel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Trubisky. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Carr. And his pass, incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Carr. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of...
Under a heavy rush. possession. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, gotta go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up again. And the Raiders have got him. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And that will write a finish to this ball game.